today we will be doing percents, and it's kind of in a sense we're adding what we did last class and the class for that, percents, and then markups, tax, tips, and discounts. All right, so we have 1 minus discount equals P. P minus discount times P equals total. Now, whenever you see discount, that can be exchanged for a markup, tax, or tip. So we know we put markups, tax, or tips here instead of subtracting. We know we have to add because we're increasing our starting value. Remember, change percents to decimals by moving them 2 places to the left before you do any math. We want to make sure we change our percents to decimals. So if I have 30% off of a jacket, all right, and this is you want to think about. The jacket starts at 100%, right? So it starts at 100%, and then I'm subtracting 30% because it's 30% off. That means I am paying 70% of the jacket price. 70% of the jacket price, which means I can just change this to, change the percent to decimal. Point 70p. I am paying 70% of the price of the jacket. We know of means to multiply. So this is 70% of the price of the jacket. Alright? So the next way to do it is, if I change everything to, so we have P minus discount times P. So P, we're just going to put 1P minus the discount. The discount is the 30%. Change it to a decimal. Alright? And that would still give us our total. So we put an understood 1 here. This is 1P minus 0.30p. If we put that in the calculator, we will get 0.70p. We have the same answer. So we will pay 70% of the total price for the jacket. So if it's 30% off, we paying 70% of that jacket. Now for this video, you might have to watch it more than once to actually understand it and process it. So for number 2, we have 25% markup on shoes. So if I know it's a markup, I know I'm paying 100% of the shoes, plus, because it's a markup, 25%. That'll give me 125% if I add those two together. And if I change this percent to a decimal, I am paying 1.25 of the price of the shoes. Now, your variable can be S, it can be X, it doesn't matter. If this was 1.25x, it still means the same thing. Your variables are interchangeable. So, if I do it again and I change this percent to a decimal, that is 1p plus 0.25p, which equals 1.25p if I'm combining like terms. I'm combining like terms. They both have to have the same variable in order for me to combine like terms. Alright, so at this moment, I would like for you to do number 3. You can pause at this time. Alright, now for number 3, I have a 5% discount. So when you read discount, you should automatically know that you have to subtract. So as always, we start with our entire price. the entire amount the teacher has to pay is 100% minus 5%, which will give us 95%. Then we turn this percent to a decimal by moving it 2 times to the left. So teachers will pay at this particular store 0.95 times whatever price that is. Alright, now if I wanted to start with P minus discount times P will give me my total. So P, understood 1 in front, minus, if I wanted to turn this into a decimal, I still have to move it twice, which means my decimal is 0.05. We don't want to mess up here. P. Then that'll give me 0.95P once I combine the like terms. Okay? When 5% changed to a decimal, it's 0.05. Alright, now, try number 4. Alright, so for number 4, we have 10% tip for the waitress. A 10% tip for the waitress. So we start with our whole, which is 100%. Tip, we know we have to add. Then we're adding what? The 10%, which will give us 110%. As always, we want to change our percent to a decimal. Move it twice to the left. So it's 1.10 times P. So if my bill is $50, it's 1.10 times 50. Now if I wanted to do it the other way, I have 1P plus, move this decimal twice to the left, that's 0.1 P. If you add those and combine like terms, you still get 1.10 P. So these are our expressions when we're dealing with percents. All we have to do is plug in the price for any jacket for number 1, and it would tell us the price of it at 30% off. If it is $10, we do 0.70 times 10, and it'll tell us the price of 30% off. For here, we can get the price of any shoe at 25% markup in this expression. For number 3, you can find out the discount of any item for a teacher at 5% with this expression here. So you want to think of it as if the whole price is 100%. If I bought a jacket at full price, regular price, it's 100%. If it's 5% discount, then I'm only paying 95% of that price. 95% of that price, change that to a decimal, and you'll get 0.95P. If a tip, I have 10% tip. I'm paying my whole bill, right? So my whole bill is 100%. If I'm adding a 10% markup or a tip, that's 100% plus 10%, and that'll give me 110%. Change that to a decimal, and we know that times the price will be what our final answer is.